welcome to episode 26 of Soho Insights.
For each week we talk about the latest products, services, and trends that help your small office, home office business be more productive, efficient, and fun.
Hello, I'm Kathy.
And I'm Jen, and this week it's all about the countdown to summer. Yes, summer's coming, kids are off of school, you're going on vacation, maybe your significant other gets to take vacation time, whatever it is, summer is here, and we've got a lot of planning to do as far as small office, home office business owners.
Lifestyle, yes.
Yeah.
I think it's
so we're
wonderful.
going to be talking about the 10 most helpful apps to take on vacation with you. So this is either working vacations or non-working vacations. And this is a big debate that we had earlier today was, well, what happens? Are we speaking to people who are going on vacation to get away from work? Or are we speaking to people that realize that they are a virtual business and can go on vacation whenever they want to and work?
Well, because we are a family-owned business, all of us went on vacation not too long ago, so we used all of these apps, I think. When we went, we actually took the family to Disneyland, and we had a great time, but hopefully nobody knew that we were actually in Disneyland.
Yeah, and I was saying that there's only one client that I had to say, I apologize, I'm not in my office right now.
Because we visited family,
because we were out of the 3G area. It was like breaking in and out of Edge, and it was breaking up. I was on VoIP with her. So, but anyway, so we're really primarily speaking to the people that are small office, home office business that want to go away on vacation with their family, but they want to take their business with them.
Want to be connected still.
Yeah, and when we're talking about applications, we're talking about apps that are on smartphones, like your iPhone or Android, but we're speaking specifically to iPhone users.
Because we're iPhone users.
So I apologize. I hope it's still available on Android or BlackBerry, whatever it is.
Because our partners have them.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and get into them. So there's 10 most helpful apps to take on vacation.
Yes,
again,
to take on vacation as a small office, home office lifestyle.
Right, to run your business. We're not talking about how to travel or whatever like that. It's just to run your business off of. So the first one is Bria. It is a SIP phone or a soft internet phone. It is something that you're able to use VoIP through.
We've talked about this before.
I've used a few different apps for our Ovaleye offers a VoIP plan, and so I've used a few different apps with this, and Bria is my favorite one by far.
I need to use it. I have the SIP one still.
You still have the older version, yeah. So I'm able to transfer phone calls, so if someone calls me and I needed our accountant or someone to speak to them, I can then go ahead and just hit transfer in their extension and it pops them over to the other office. I can also call out.
That's, I think, the most helpful is that you can call out.
Yeah. I'm not on my cell phone. It looks like my office line. I'm on my cell phone, but not on my cell phone number. So that's super helpful. And also, if someone were to call our office line, it's a cascading call. So if mom gets it, she can talk on the phone, but if mom's busy at the time talking to relatives, then I'll pick it up. I mean, it works really well that way.
Well, at Disneyland, that's what happened is we were sitting in line waiting for a ride, and somebody called, and I was able to, it was quiet too, and I was able to make
it. Is pretty funny though when we're standing in line, all three of us get on it.
Yeah, the phone rings, ring. Yes.
So anyway, the first one is Bria, the second one is Audible. And yes, this is not technically something you run your business off of, but if you are on the plane or in the car, somewhere where you're just passing time, people always tell us, oh, I wish I had time to read books like you do.
You can. Every business, in fact, if they're not on Audible, they will be very shortly. Those wonderful business books. And when we travel with our kids, when they were little, we had books on tape, and Anne Frank and all of those great books are available on Audible. So check it out.
Yeah, so Audible's a great one. If you think you don't have time for books, check that out. That's our second most helpful app. The third one is Instagram.
I love Instagram.
We just started using this recently as a company, and it works really well for us to share our experiences with our followers and just to connect with other people through images.
Connections. It's all about connections. And did we use it in Disneyland?
Well, this one is actually my son Kelly that we were visiting the zoo, and so we took him there and took that photo.
Did you put it on Facebook too?
No, I didn't. I was just this is just an example for this, but I will take some of my son and put it through our company thing. I call him our spokesperson. If GoDaddy can have hot women, whatever, we have a baby. It works, whatever.
Yes, I love the baby.
So anyway, you're able to then use. You saw those little squares at the bottom. You can change the look of the photo, so it turns it into more of an older style photo.
Somebody commented on my Instagram. How is that possible? How do they do that?
Instagram is a community in of itself. So
Well,
it's an app that you can go through and you can like them or comment them. I know somebody said your bike was good.
We rode our motorcycle last weekend, and your dad took a picture with his timer on iPhone of the two of us. We put it on Twitter. And somebody
through Instagram.
Yeah.
We put it in Instagram, and then you can send it out to Twitter or Facebook.
It's wonderful.
But the biggest thing is that if you're on vacation, you have to decide whether or not you want to tell people that you're on vacation. That's another debate we had.
Yeah.
Should you tell people you're on vacation even though you're still technically working? Will they get the wrong impression?
That's a good point.
So anyway, that's another debate to have. So the next one is Hootsuite. So this is number 4. And this is what we use for Twitter. I'm not a huge Hootsuite fan for the application for Facebook.
Carissa is one of our
account manager.
Yeah.
So anyway, we use Hootsuite. As you can see here, I have my Ovaleye and Jennifer Dono, my personal account on there, so I can use both of them. But my favorite thing with this app is that you're able to schedule tweets out. And this is really nice because
when you're traveling.
And yes, you always want to be present, but some things I just want to put some noise out there so that they remember Ovaleye is around without me having to physically tweet all the time.
Yeah, but when you do that, you got to be very careful because I can tell now when people do that.
That's fine.
Just be careful.
Don't put things out that are scheduled that you're asking for a reply or something like that. Just be strategic about it. And then you're able to inject little comments here and there. So I really like Hootsuite, and I recommend you use that for Twitter. But for Facebook, which is our 5th app,
Facebook.
I would rather use the Facebook app for my pages. Now, the other issue here is that if you have a business page versus a personal profile page, we have our business page set at the business. If I were to go in there as a user and then I would post on my business profile, it would post as a business versus my user. So I'm not sure if it's.
What I think is great about that is we post. When we were all together at Disneyland and visiting the family, is we posted different messages or whatever about our business or the news items that we had. So I think that helps connect.
Yeah, it's just making sure that your voice is still out there, even if you are technically on vacation.
Yeah.
So Hootsuite, Facebook those are great tools. Instagram, Hootsuite, and Facebook are kind of your social media things that we've used. To add on to that is the blogging tool through WordPress. Now, if you're self-hosted through Ovaleye...
Did you know, I mean, do many people know that this is an application on?
Well, here's the fun thing. They just did this quick photo thing. So instead of posting a photo to Facebook or Instagram, you also have the option to add the photo onto your blog.
I mean,
and then post that blog out to Facebook and Twitter, so you have people going back to your website versus going over to, like a community website and not really clicking back onto your website. So that's a great one to have.
Sometimes blogs are the best. I mean, when you're on vacation or you're away. No, when you're away from the office, you have the best ideas to post on blogs.
Yeah, so WordPress is pretty easy to use. You have to know some FTP information as well as how to log into WordPress, but again, it just makes things easy. And if you noticed, Ovaleye just added a blogger package, and it's only $4.95 a month or $54.95 a year to get started on blogging.
Check out Ovaleye.com.
Yes. Quick little ad for Ovaleye.
Yes.
Whatever.
Okay. Hey, we're sponsoring it, so might as well.
Well, it's our show. So the next one is Constant Contact. This is the mail subscription or a mail email marketing tool that we encourage our clients to use because it's something that we've used for quite some time.
I can't say enough about them.
Yeah, they're great, and it's $15 a month or so, so it's not completely free. But once you've purchased that portion, so you've subscribed to Constant Contact, you can now use your app, and it's totally free. You can log in and create entire email newsletters just off of this app. So if you're gone for a prolonged period of time on your vacation,
well, everybody has downtime traveling or sitting in the airports or whatever, and these are just great applications.
Yeah, so Constant Contact is a great one. The next one is Dropbox, and you've probably heard a lot about this, and it's part of those, your documents living in the cloud, and Dropbox has just recently updated this application so that you're actually able to upload PDFs and different things that you'll find on your browser on your smartphone into Dropbox. Once you put a file into your Dropbox, you're then able to access it anywhere. You can log into Dropbox.com and then pick up a file, and I think it's free up to 2 gigabytes, I want to say. So, yeah, definitely check out Dropbox.com. It's a nice tool to use.
Like I said, don't use it when you're in the moment of the traveling, but when you're in the downtimes. Those are perfect moments to use Dropbox.
Yeah. So Dropbox is a good one. Then the next one is logmein.com, which is something that we've used for 5 years, 6 years, longer, I don't know. So logmein.com is an expensive application. As you can see here, it's a total desktop environment. So you open up your application, which you've paid for, and you also have a subscription to LogMeIn, but you're able to get the entire desktop that's over at your office.
So if you forgot something or you had to do something when you were gone traveling,
how crazy is that? You're able to be in the airport in San Diego and be like, oh,
Ovaleye has used this.
Yeah, I didn't put that document in, or I guess my dad was saying that he had some issues with getting his plane ticket information, and it was on the desktop in the office, so he just logged in via his smartphone, which is awesome.
It was very stressful, and he figured out that he could do that, and it worked perfectly.
Yeah, so consider whether or not LogMeIn is a good application for you, and if that's a good service you want to subscribe to, but we highly recommend it. So the last one is Skype, and that's another obvious one, but I feel like people don't really understand that
it can be on your iPhone.
Yeah, that it can be on your iPhone, and with that you can do video chats, because now iPhone, the newest version, has the video that takes the face too. So you can do a video call, you can do chats, all sorts of great things.
Because some of those cell phone minutes can be very expensive.
Yeah,
too.
so this is if I were to call someone right here, you can see that it goes over to speaker, you can hold them, you can do video, all sorts of great things.
I think our son used that when he went to Egypt a couple times. So.
Yeah, so those are the 10, but we've got 2 bonuses for you.
2?
I know.
No, I said 4 here. 2.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so the first bonus is
a dragon dictation, which Tracy and Jen have used a lot.
Okay, but here, the story behind it though is that I had just had Kelly, and I was nursing him and doing all sorts of crazy things, and I kept complaining that I don't have hands. Yeah, and so my dad finally came over one day and showed me the application and said, you have to get it.
Why aren't you using this?
So, and I actually did use it a lot when I first had the baby.
But the first time you used it, you had to really get used to it.
No, well, at first I was just speaking into the phone, but if you use the headphones that that come with iPhone, it makes it way better. Yes. So Dragon Dictation is great if you're busy running around, or maybe you're just sick of typing into the tiny keyboard.
It's actually getting noticed a lot on TV and stuff. There's ads.
Well, yeah, there's radio commercials too.
Okay, then the last one.
The second bonus
is Netflix, which who doesn't love Netflix? And did you know you can get it on your smartphone, and in those airports or late at night and you can't fall asleep during the travel, you can use the Netflix. Right,
and it also has good documentaries. But this is another thing that's not free. It's $8 a month to subscribe, but the application is free.
Yeah, the application's free,
which is crazy to be able to watch a movie in that tiny little screen.
We've done
but
it so many times. It's the best thing.
Yeah. So those were 10 apps, 2 bonuses.
So that's 12.
You know what's funny is sometimes we'll be in the office and I'll be in a hurry or whatever, and I'll say, Mom, what's 10 times 12? And she'll be like,
I don't know.
Let me get out my calculator.
So used to that. I know. I'm so used to using the calculator or the
But anyway,
iPhone. Yes.
So,
all right. So I guess that's it for this week of traveling and using the
countdown to summer.
Yes. Tune in next week. This is Kathy and Jen with Ovaleye.tv. Tune in next week. Thanks.